Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day and has had a good day so far. As I'm recording this video, all the plays in the last one have not played out yet. One of the player props played out that was messy, over 2 shots assisted. That hit, and then the money line play, which was Orlando to score 2, missed. They scored a goal 5 minutes in, and they unfortunately missed. I mean, I'm already going over the plays. I usually do at the end of the video, but might as well go over it now. They were able to score 1. They couldn't get that second, which was unfortunate. They only had 1 shot on target, so they would have took more. They would have hit, but I guess since they were up, they decided to play more defensive, and it ended up biting them. Pumas ended up tying. They ended up getting out of the tournament, but we still have Costa to go over 1.5 shots assisted. If he hits, then we would have swept the player props. And I didn't want to wear the robe, 1, because the play hadn't played out, even though I do feel good about it. But 2, I didn't want to wear it and then end up jinxing it. Hey, maybe I should have wore it, maybe not, but we'll see. But we still have League Cup games today or tomorrow, whenever you're watching this. I actually didn't expect there to be games every single day, but there is. It's a lot of games to go through. I went through the plays, try to find some that I like. And as always, if I have any added plays, which I haven't lately, for 1, because I haven't seen any that I like, and 2, because lineups usually come out an hour before the game starts. But with these League Cup games, sometimes they don't post them, or they're not official until like 30 minutes before the game starts. And I try to give y'all at least 30 minutes from when the games would start, because or else I just feel like you won't have enough time. So I just feel like it wouldn't be fair. But I'll try to have edit plays. I'm not sure if I will. I'm not sure if I'll have a video tomorrow as well. But if I do have any, they will be in the pinned comment in this video. So keep an eye out for those. But other than that, I'll just get straight into the plays. The first player prop that I found that I like is Pep Biel to go higher than 2 shots at home for Charlotte, going up against Juarez. He's been their best player, in my opinion, in Charlotte so far, with 21 goals and assists in 24 games. He's been a pretty underrated player that I haven't heard many people talk about in general. But he's averaged 2.46 shots per 90. He has started every game. He's an important player for them. And he goes from averaging 1.9 shots away up to 2.6 at home. We need him to get at least 2, which is what I like about this 2.0 line. You could take it at 2.5, but I like it at 2.0 as whether he gets that third, and I believe he will. He is a versatile player as well, with 38 shots with his left and 12 shots with his right. And in Juarez has 2 away games so far that they've played. They've played 3 games. The last 2 have been away. They allowed 12 shots and 22 shots, and they've conceded in all 3 games that they've played so far. So in my opinion, it's a good matchup. Pep takes their set piece in and takes their free kicks, and Juarez has been an aggressive team so far, fouling opponents 15, 15, and 14 times so far in their first 3 games, which just means free kick opportunities for Pep Biel to be able to take those shots as well. And there's really not much to go off of, especially with a lot of these games. I mentioned it before, because these teams never face each other. It's probably the first time or even the only time they'll face each other in general. But at 2.0, good home line regardless of who they're playing. And I just like the matchup. So Pep Biel to go higher than 2 shots. And then the second player prop that I found that I like, which pains me to take him because he is a Chivas player and I'm not a Chivas fan, it is Roberto Alvarado to go higher than 1.5 shots for Chivas away from home, going up against New York Red Bulls. He's played 2 games so far. Chivas has played 2 games so far this season. He's gone over in 1 out of 2 games with 3 shots and 1 shot. So I feel like extremely confident that he gets that first shot. It's whether he gets that second. Before he played for Chivas, he was playing for Mexico in the Gold Cup. He played all 6 games, started all 6 games, which shows his importance and his impact. And he went over in 4 out of 6 games in those. And in the games he didn't go over, he took 1 shot. It's just whether he gets that second shot. And he plays more offensive, or in general, he gets more offensive responsibility when he plays for Chivas. He's a long shot taker. Last season, he took 12 shots from outside the box and 10 from inside the box. And he also takes their set pieces as well. And New York is an average team when it comes to fouling opponents, so he could get opportunities there. But New York's one of their biggest weaknesses is allowing long shots and allowing shots from outside the box. And I mentioned before, he's a long shot taker. And in the 2 games that he's played so far, the 4 shots that he's taken have all been from outside the box. And New York is in shaky form, so it's a good opportunity for Alvarado and New York to take advantage as well. And at 1.5, I'd like the line. If it gets bumped up to 2, you could take it, but I'm not sure if he gets that third. But at 1.5, I like the line. Roberto Alvarado to go higher than 1.5 shots. Before I get into my money line play, as always, I'm always going to ask if you could quickly like the video and comment as well. It just takes a second. It's a good way to support the channel, and it shows boost the video out to more people, boost that algorithm. So if you could do that, I'll really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on notifications so you're notified when these videos go out. And I do also let people know in my Discord, which is linked in the description if you're interested in joining that. It is not a premium. I don't sell a premium where I hide picks or anything like that. It's just for those. Again, you get notified when the video goes out, and there's a lot of knowledgeable people that talk during the games. They post their plays, you can post your plays, get input, and it's just a good community over there. Whether it's soccer, WNBA, MLB, people will bet and post on anything. So if you're interested in that, link for that in the description. And I mentioned that because the only form of premium that I have is my YouTube membership, which is linked as well in the description, or there should be a join button next to the subscribe button. Again, you support the channel a little more and you get the content out even earlier. So if you're not a member, those that are already got this video and these picks before everybody else. So if you're interested in that and want to support a little more, link for that in the description. And then all my links that I use for everything else is linked as well. So I really want to thank anybody and everybody who supports me in any way. I have one money line slip. I got this for -106, and the first play is Tijuana +1.5 going up against LA Galaxy. This just means that Tijuana, they could lose, but they won't lose by 2 or more. I can see Tijuana drawing this game and even possibly winning this game, but at +1.5, it's safe and I like it. Galaxy have not had a good season so far. They're bottom of the Western Conference. They have scored 28 goals and conceded 48 in 24 games, and those conceded goals is a really big problem. And in general, their attack as well, they barely average over a goal a game, but they're very likely going to be missing Peck, who's their right winger, who has 6 goals and assists so far this season. So a little over 20% of their goals that have been contributed is already going to be missing. And this play, so far, Tijuana have played 3 games this season, and this play has hit in 2 out of the 3 games, with the only loss coming away from home to America, which I don't blame them too much there. But now they have a good matchup here against the Galaxy, who have only won 3 out of 24 games so far this season, and out of those 3 wins, they won by 2 in 2 of them. So by the math, this play has only missed in the MLS in 2 out of 24 LA Galaxy games. That's only an 8% hit rate, so a 92% hit rate in our favor. And Tijuana have managed to score in all 3 games so far, including that tough America defense. And now they have a favorable defensive matchup here against LA Galaxy. I can see them scoring, and if that's the case, I don't see LA Galaxy scoring 3, or again, I can see Tijuana winning this game. But at +1.5, I like their line here, so I like it. Tijuana +1.5 going up against LA Galaxy. And then the last play to make this place with good value is both teams to score in the Chivas and New York Red Bulls game. Again, if you don't know, I'm an America fan, not a Chivas fan, so it pains me to even put them to score a goal, but I can't deny how they've been playing and how their matchup and everything like that. It's 2 good offenses playing each other, and they're coming off that 4-3 win against San Luis, but they have also conceded in both games that they've played so far. So they are good on offense, but they can also be leaky on defense. And New York are, again, like I mentioned in the player prop, they're on a shaky run of form. They've lost 2 straight and have conceded in 8 straight games, and they have still managed to score 31 goals in 12 home games, which is actually the best home offense in the MLS so far. And that's pretty much it. Again, they haven't played each other. I think they actually have played each other, but that was back in 2018, so it was a long time ago. It's 2 good offensive teams, but 2 teams that are also leaky. So I expect a back and forth game. I don't expect this to be a low scoring game, and for it to be high scoring, both teams would have to score, and I like the chances of that happening. So I like both teams to score in the Chivas and New York Red Bulls game, and I have this slip for -106. Thank you everybody for watching. Like I mentioned before, as I'm recording this video, the player props aren't out yet, so I will update the title, or we'll see what I do with the title depending on how that last player prop goes. So hopefully we do good, and hopefully we can do good again in these plays and these player props. And like I mentioned before, if I do have any added plays, they will be in the pinned comment. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.